I found a stranger's diary in my new home, but the secrets inside were about me. Part 1. The Discovery. Moving into a new house was supposed to be exciting, a fresh start in a cozy, little place just for me. The house was old, with creaky floorboards and a history that gave it character. But there was one thing I didn't expect to find: a diary. It was tucked away in the back of a closet, hidden behind dusty boxes and old, forgotten things left behind by the previous owners. Curious, I picked it up, thinking it might be a harmless journal or a record of someone's memories. But as I opened the first page, my heart skipped a beat. The diary wasn't just anyone's, it was about me. The first entry was dated exactly 1 year ago to the day. It was in neat, precise handwriting, and the words chilled me to the bone. I saw him today. He doesn't know I exist yet, but soon he will. Who is this? How did they know about me a year before I even moved here? My hands trembled as I read on, the unease growing with every word. The entries were frighteningly detailed, describing my daily routines, my favorite coffee shop, even the arguments I had with my ex-girlfriend. Whoever wrote this knew everything about me. But the real shock came at the end of that first entry. He thinks he's alone. He has no idea what's coming. I slammed the diary shut, my mind racing. Was someone watching me? How long had this been going on? The questions flooded my mind, and I knew I had to find out more. But was I ready for what the next pages might reveal? To be continued. Part 2. The Predictions. I couldn't stop myself. I had to know more. The diary had a grip on me that I couldn't shake. Despite the fear gnawing at my gut, I turned the pages and continued to read. The entries became even more unsettling. The writer knew things no one else could, intimate details about my life that I had never shared with anyone. But what really terrified me were the predictions. The writer started predicting events that hadn't happened yet, and as I read, I realized they were coming true. The promotion at work I didn't see coming, the night my car would break down on the highway, even the exact moment I would meet someone new. All of it was written in the diary, days or even weeks before it happened. It was like someone was playing with my life, pulling the strings from behind the scenes, and I was just a puppet. The more I read, the more I felt like I was losing control over my own life. But then I reached an entry that stopped me cold. It was a prediction about something that hadn't happened yet, something that would change everything. The entry read, "He's getting too close to the truth. I have to stop him before he finds out who I really am." My blood ran cold. What truth? Who was this person? And what would they do to stop me? I stared at the page, feeling the walls of my new home closing in on me. Was I safe here? Was this person still watching me, waiting for the right moment to strike? I knew I couldn't stay in the dark any longer. I had to confront whatever, or whoever, was behind this. But I was terrified of what I might find. To be continued. Part 3. The Revelation. I couldn't let the fear control me anymore. With the diary clutched in my hand, I began searching the house, looking for anything that might explain how someone could know so much about me. I tore through every drawer, every closet, every nook and cranny, but found nothing, no cameras, no hidden microphones, nothing. As I was about to give up, something fell out from between the last pages of the diary. A single sheet of paper, folded and worn. I unfolded it with trembling hands, revealing a letter addressed to me. The letter was written by the same person who had kept the diary. It started with an apology for everything they had put me through, and for what they were about to reveal. The writer wasn't a stranger after all. It was someone I had known once, someone I had hurt deeply in the past. The letter detailed how I had wronged them, how my actions had shattered their life, and how they had spent years plotting their revenge. They had followed me to this new city, learned everything about me, and written it all down in the diary as a way to torment me, to make me feel the fear and helplessness they had felt. The predictions? They were plans they intended to execute, ways to manipulate me and ruin my life piece by piece. But in the end, they couldn't go through with it. The letter ended with a final, chilling message. "I forgive you, but you'll never forgive yourself for what you did. Remember that." I was left standing in the middle of my empty house, the diary and letter in my hands, feeling like the walls were closing in on me. The truth was out. My past had come back to haunt me, and I had almost lost everything because of it. But as the weight of what I had done and what I had been through settled on me, I realized that I had a choice. I could let this destroy me, or I could move on, try to make amends, and learn from my mistakes. I chose to let go. I burned the diary and the letter, watching the flames consume the past. The house felt different afterward, lighter, like the ghosts of my mistakes had finally been laid to rest. But even as I moved on, I couldn't forget the lesson I had learned. Some secrets never stay buried, and the past has a way of finding you, no matter how far you run.